hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We've hit the highway and we are booting it, because that's the way you do it. Up to, what, 90 odd miles an hour there. Now we'll take the foot off. There's something in Cyprus, whenever you join a highway, the cars don't want to let you on. So drive a fast one and then you can just outrun them. We're on a beautiful day. We're on the highway. We're heading back towards Paphos. Slowly but surely you're going to get a great view across the rooftops of Paphos. And it's a spectacality of a view indeed, especially on a beautiful day like today. Third week of November, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, the sea is blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. All that is missing is you. Get yourself on a big bird or a canoe. Start paddling like crazy, because I promise you, we are waiting especially for you. We're going to circumnavigate, well, Paphos upper town, should we say, and we're going to head out towards Masoi, and we're going to go up towards Tremathusa, and we're going to go to Tala. That's where we're going, and we're chasing that silver Jag in front. If you watched yesterday's episode, you know that there was quite a bit of bodywork done on that car. Hopefully a man called Sir Steve, who's got a blonde beauty called Mandy in downtown Essex, understood that that car was looking pretty good considering the damage that was done to it. And hopefully the gentleman in Tala is going to be very pleased indeed, and we're going to have a good rummage in his wallet and make sure that our weekend is okay. Not so good for his weekend, but very good for ours, shall we say. But one thing's for sure, the weather, oh my goodness, absolutely spectacular indeed. Big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the channel now and again. We've got in charge of the show, our day man, a very Calimera to you. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, walking around with Sir Peter and of course Purdy the dog, and hopefully the weather in downtown Hartlepool is not treating you too badly. Hopefully it's kissing and hugging you, because that's what we're going to do when you come back to Paphos in May, which is not that far away, is it? It really isn't indeed. And there's lots of people coming to Paphos over the next couple of months because they understand that the weather, it's not too bad, to be honest. We met some great people in the harbour the other night, and of course they were headed back to downtown Wiltshire. And of course, if your name is Miss Linda and there's a man in your life called Mr. Phil, it was a great pleasure and an honour to meet you. And next time you come to Paphos, don't forget to pull up a chair, sit down, let's have a drink, and let's chew the fat. There's a bit of concreting going on somewhere, because that lorry is racing from the Betton factory just down the road from where we are, and it's going somewhere. Somewhere they're going to build a villa, and that villa could be the villa especially for you. We're now dropping down into Paphos Midtown, shall we call it, and we're going to go out across the inner ring road, head out towards Anavargos, as you can see on the sign there, in the polished direction, and we're going to head up towards Tremathusa, as I've said, and then take a diversion to Tala on a truly spectacality of a morning indeed. And it's beautiful, it really is. I do consider to myself to be blessed to live on the island of love. What's going on here? We're going to stop. All this traffic, my goodness, gridlock traffic in downtown Paphos. My goodness, oh no, they're on green. Well done, Lady Andrea, they're on green. I thought for a moment that our traffic lights were on red, but it was the one to go to the right. Now we're in traffic again. I tell you. Tell me, what's your traffic like wherever you are? What's it like in downtown Krakow, if your name is Lady Mayana Superstar? Or perhaps if your name's Mr. Bart, because of course he's now driving around in his Audi. Yes, this young man has just passed his test and he's bought himself an Audi A5 3-litre diesel automatic. Wow, what a great car. And apparently it's got a spectacality of an interior indeed, in like a chocolatey caramel colour, and I've seen that colour and it does look absolutely lovely. Is the exterior black, Mr. Bart? Let us know in the comments. And if you're driving around, please, I know you're a sensible boy, but drive carefully. Don't press that four-wheel drive too much. And I remember that picture you sent me in downtown Krakow of traffic lights after traffic light. You sent me a picture once of about 6 sets of traffic lights every 50 metres or so. So there's more traffic lights down there than there is in Paphos. If your name's Lady Andrea, you've got one hell of a job if you live in downtown Krakow. Anyway, what's happened to the sun? it seems to have disappeared behind a cloud. Oh no, we might get a shower or two. I don't think so. Well, I hope not, because I got my car washed an hour ago, so let's hope not. Anyway, here we go. This is the Anna Vargas roundabout that's coming up, and we are going to go straight over that. Not literally, obviously, but straight over it. Past the fountain squirting out all of its water. Let's hope there's not a bit of a breeze, otherwise it's going to splatter my black beauty. And if that's the case, I'm going to have to cry out to Our Lady Ali and say, come on, we need to get the front end washed again. Big shout out to Ali and of course Sir Neil, the two dads, Sir Brian and of course Lord Michael. We hope you're having a great time in downtown Norwich. We really do. Big shout out to Sir Mike and of course Lady Liz. That's our shady tree and our shady girl. The road surface around here, by the way, is absolutely diabolical. What do you think about it, Lord Andy of Shropshire, Lady Ness? You know this road, and you understand that this road surface, my God, look at that. It's a crater. It's like driving across the moon surface. And everywhere you go, look at this, look at this. A manhole covered loose, pothole. My goodness, what's going on? I have to have a word with the mayor and get him to fill in some of these potholes, because this road is beyond Sherlock Holmes. It really is. It really is S-H-I-T. Anyway, that's enough of the rant. The rant is over. The roads are terrible, by the way, but there we go. We are headed up towards the area of Masoi, and then we're going to get to traffic lights. Atlas Coffee Shop will be on the left. You never know. Sir Phil from up in downtown Camaras Village, he might be sitting there. He might. You never know. I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks now. Missing him like crazy. He keeps on going into the old town with his wife, Lady Glitter, because they're looking for shoes all the time. They've got a bit of a shoe fetish going on. But anyway, there you go. One of these days, he might bump into me in the Atlas Coffee, and we might get a coffee, and we might get to chew the fat. Now, bear with me, as I like my Romeo and Juliet, especially for Sir Bernie and his beauty, Lady Jan in downtown Southend, and of course, can't forget the superstar, Lord Derek Scully. Oh, he's over in downtown Dublin, checking on the recipes to make some special food for his little booth. And of course, there's a man who likes a Romeo and Juliet or two. He's the greatest electrician in the world, and his partner in crime happens to be the greatest accountant in the world. And you never know, one of these days, if we get to build a hotel, we may need a good electrician, and more importantly, a very good hooky accountant, although she's not hooky, but hopefully she can hide some of the things that I might want to do. International School of Paphos, that's over there on the right hand side. This is a new roundabout, which makes it a bit easier, because normally they block the road off when they're dropping off their Littleys. But guess what? Even with the roundabout, they block the road off when they're picking up and dropping off their Littleys. So not a lot has changed. Perhaps we could get some traffic lights. No, that wouldn't make a difference either. Anyway, let's keep going. What's that coming the other way? That looks like a couple of Gumbarus in blue. Well, it's only one of them, but it's definitely a Gumbaru in blue, because that's what they drive. Estate white Ford Focuses. And if you'd have noticed earlier on, a few minutes ago, there was another one coming the other way as well, with two Gumbarus in it. But luckily for me, I know most of them, and they don't stop me that often. But hey, I don't do that bad thing, do I? Well, the odd red traffic light. Yes, Lady Andrea, the odd red traffic light. But, yeah, as long as someone's coming the other way, it doesn't really matter. Mr. Niels knows that. He was driving around Limassol, as he says, and he says that what's a red traffic light? And of course, you can park anywhere. It's exactly the same in Paphos, exactly the same all over Cyprus. Anyway, all you got to do is drive around just about the right speed limit. Speed limit around Paphos normally is 50 kilometers an hour. So if you drive around about 60, 65, the boys and girls in blue will leave you alone. So there you go. Don't go speeding. They don't like it. They really don't. If you're on a mobile phone, well, smile at them and drop the phone. Say sorry, and normally they'll let you off. There you go. There's that Jag. There it is, 4 or 5 cars up. There's a Jaguar in dark grey and dark silver. And what's going on here now? Why don't you go? Come on, let's keep going. I tell you, the road surface around here is absolutely awful, isn't it? It really is indeed. Anyway, this is the roundabout at the top of the Masoi Road, shall we say? And now technically we are in, I think it's Messahoyo, I'm not sure. Don't quote me anyway. But just at the next set of traffic lights up here, we'll be taking a left and going towards Tremathusa, and then we'll be heading up towards Tala. So if you like what you see, don't forget, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, well, you know what you do. All you got to do, hunt us down on Google by using these magic words: buy me a coffee, Marika and me. Totally safe, totally secure platform. Up it'll come. You can read that little bit about us, check out all the other comments and replies, and you can choose to gift us that coffee or two. And we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. You can also choose to become a superstar member at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special title and to get yourself that a little bit closer to Marika and me. Atlas Coffee Shop, it's coming up on the left. We'll have a quick look in there to see if Sir Phil is sitting there, because you never know. He could be. He may be sitting there supping on a hot latte or a frozen frappe or something. No, he's not there. So we won't be stopping. We're going to go left and head into Tremathusa, and then we're going to head out towards Tala. So don't click off just yet. He's following that grey Jag that's 3 cars up, and let's hope he hasn't forgotten where he's going, because we're going to the Tala Panorama. That's the name of one of the complexes where the gentleman lives. And one thing's for sure, he does have a spectacality of a view indeed, straight across the rooftops of downtown Kisoninga, right down to Clorica and out into the abyss of the blue Mediterranean Sea. This is Tremathusa, by the way, and if we keep on going for a little bit more, we'll be heading into Tala, and that's a village that looks down upon Paphos and again has spectacality of a view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Coming up on the right hand side now is A&W Cars. That stands for Alison and Neil Wishart, and as the name suggests, yes, they are British, and they've been selling cars in Paphos now for as long as I can remember. I think they set up just before I arrived, so they've been here for 15 years. Got a good reputation, and now and again we steal one of his cars and do it up, should we say, or sell it on his behalf, because he is one of my friends, and a great friend indeed. I'm getting worried about this weather, by the way. It's going a bit dark up there, isn't it? Terrible. I know we'll get a shower or two. We may have to stop in a minute, turn around and go back. We don't want to go into those rain clouds, because the black Jag known as Purdy will be getting dirty, and that's not good. There you go, that's Tala Mountain right in front of you, and as you see, there's masts galore providing all the internet and telecommunications in and around the Tala and beyond area, that's for sure. That's the Zimeldos area up there, and that's the posh part of Tala. Although even the lower part of Tala is pretty posh, especially if you go on property prices. But if you want to buy a house up there, well, you're going to need to have a wallet like Lord Nigel of the big guns, that's for sure. You need a couple of bob. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness, because we will be waiting impatiently for you. Big shout out to, of course, one of our biggest superstars, one of our greatest friends, Lord Julian, and of course his girl, the honeymoon girl, Lady Bridget. Thanks for watching. We're in Tala. Don't forget to come back and see the next little episode of Mr. Paul driving around on the little channel known as Marika and me. I think we'll get you up here and allow you to get a great view as I start to transcend down to Midtown Tala. It's a view that's going to take your breath away. So stick with us. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, that's looking blue. Now you've got to be honest, that is quite simply a view to die for. We're in Midtown Tala. Now you understand why people buy properties here. Now you understand why the prices are pretty high, because that is truly a spectacality of a view indeed. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Oh, and the road surfaces are just as bad. Yes, as you can feel and see them. See you again soon. Thanks for watching.